On domestic commodities market, we are looking at pineapple. Pineapple ranks second on the list of the most consumed fruits in the world and constitutes up to 20% of the world's production of all tropical fruits. Now, the leading producers of pineapple are Nigeria, Brazil, China, Thailand, the Philippines, India, Mexico, Costa Rica, Indonesia, and Kenya. Now, these countries are responsible for the production of pineapples for global use. Let's talk more about this commodity with Desola Simoni, one of the research analysts with Financial Derivatives Company. Hello, Desola. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Chimeze. Thank you for having me on the show.
So with annual production of about 1.6 million metric tons, Nigeria is the largest producer of pineapple in sub-Saharan Africa and the 7th largest in the world. However, Nigeria earns nothing from the $2.7 billion export market. Can you shed some light on this?
Thanks for that question, Chimeze. I think the answer to that question is pretty obvious. The reason why Nigeria does not earn anything from the export market is because Nigeria does not export anything. I think the real question is, why doesn't Nigeria export pineapples despite being one of the largest in the world and the largest in sub-Saharan Africa? And I think a couple of factors could be responsible for this. One of them is that, as it is, the Nigerian pineapple market is undersupplied. There isn't enough pineapple available for the demand. So, and that is why you see what they call the Benin Republic, Cotonou pineapple, when you go to your local fruit store to buy pineapple. So one of the reasons is, like I said, the market is undersupplied. Most of the producers of pineapple in Nigeria are small-scale subsistence growers with a few big players. So these small-scale producers are significantly influenced or significantly affected by seasonal factors. That is why in some seasons we'll have huge supply, and some other seasons we'll have a scarcity of pineapples. Another important reason is the species of pineapple grown in Nigeria. So Nigeria grows the species known as smooth cane species of pineapple, which there is little or no demand for it in the export market. The species that is demanded for in the export market, particularly the EU and North America, is the MD2 species. So these factors, in addition to low productivity of pineapple in Nigeria, high cost of production, all these factors contribute to why Nigeria is not exporting any pineapples.
Now, the federal government banned the importation of retail packed fruit juice. That was in 2003. However, locally produced fruit juice are made from imported concentrates despite abundant local production. What is the opportunity in this value chain, and how can Nigerians tap into it?
Thank you again. Let me motivate. Let me give you two examples to motivate my point. So a couple of days ago, I went to the grocery store down the road to get some mango slices, and then out of curiosity, I checked where the mangoes were produced, and to my surprise, they were produced in Ghana. And it just made me think that if Ghana can produce and export mangoes to the UK, why not Nigeria? And I did some further research. I found out that they also export pineapples to the UK, to the EU. And I asked myself, why isn't Nigeria also doing this? The second story is in 2011, I think, TerraGrow, right, which is the subsidiary of Transcorp, entered into an understanding with the Benue State government to produce fruit concentrates for fruit juice companies, from the natural supply, from the domestic supply of pineapple, mangoes, and oranges in Benue State. And mid last year, they announced that they are divesting from that business. And one of the reasons they gave is that there isn't enough locally produced fruits for their fruit concentrate factory. So this already opens opportunities for this shows that there's opportunity in that space, particularly across the whole value chain. Number one, for the growing, there's huge opportunities to grow to grow pineapples, particularly the species that is in huge demand, which is the MD2. There's also opportunities to process, slice it, package it, can it, juice it, create jams from it. There's huge opportunities. I'll give another example. In Ghana, the largest exporter of pineapple in Ghana is a company called Blue Skies. And what they simply do, they take this pineapple, they slice it, they package it, and they export it to even to the EU. I mean, if you go to some grocery stores, Sainsbury's, Tesco, Waitrose in the UK, you find these Ghana pineapples there. So there's huge opportunity, and Ghana and Nigeria are very, very similar. So if Ghana can do it, I see no reason why Nigeria cannot do it, or even do better.
Okay, let's just hope that the government of Nigeria will actually do something to incentivize investment in that subsector. Thank you for your time, Desola. And the International Monetary Fund has approved a disbursement of $248.15 million for Angola's economic reform program aimed at restoring external and fiscal sustainability and laying the foundations for sustainable private sector-led growth and diversification. The recent approval takes the total of such payments to about $1.24 billion. The IMF, however, says that a weakened external environment, notably the heightened volatility in the international price of crude oil, poses a challenge to the country's reform efforts. And Ethiopia is aiming to award telco licenses to multinational mobile companies by the end of the year, ending a state monopoly and opening up one of the world's last major closed telecoms market. Ethiopia's telecoms industry is considered the big prize in a push to liberalize the country's economy, launched last year by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed because of its huge protected market, serving a population of around 100 million. Government officials have already looked at several potential options, including the sale of a minority stake in Ethio Telecom, granting of new licenses to multiple telecoms operators, or a combination of both. The plan is expected to open the bidding process for 2 licenses in September, and they will be awarded in December. And that's it on the program. Thank you for watching. I'm Chimezi Obi Iwago.